Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the Sonora, the assembly of the motor. And almost everything on the machine, except for a couple of parts, is brass on brass. So you want to make sure you run graphite grease on that. Now, here's what you do on the gear train in the bottom. We have two. We have this one that drives this gear, but you want to lube here with graphite grease. And then when you put the shaft through the screw, you want to do that with STP. And I'm going to show you a couple of tricks here. I'm going to put this one in place. There we go. And this just bolts right in, and I graphite the bottom and that gear too. Because these things are made out of really soft brass. Even this gear here, the winding crank here, I've loaded that up with graphite. But if you watch this gear train, it all spins together. And you see I let off of it and it's still spinning. That's good. Now what we have to do is we have to put the spindle shaft through, and we have to put this gear on. This is the governor drive gear, and that's a plastic, or it's one of those fiber gears, and we're not going to grease that. We're going to put super lube on that. But what you have to do is put the spindle shaft through, liberally put STP through here.
Spindle shaft through where?
You're going to put the spindle shaft right through the top right here. And that's going to go all the way down to here. Now what you have to do, we'll have to take this gear back out to do the work because I put it in for demo. And you're going to put this gear in, and you have to knock in the pin. You don't want to knock in the pin with it sticking out here. You want to assemble everything with this piece, because it's going to fit in here like that. So when you tap in that pin, you won't bend anything. It's supported from inside the motor to here. And one other thing, if you lose that little ball bearing right there, that's a 7/32, real small ball bearing. I put a little green grease in there to hold that in place. And then I'm also going to put STP in here on the final assembly. But these are real critical, but once you get them together, they work wonderfully. And that's my tip for the day.